This is 6 or 12 of the 8-ounce bacon wrapped stuffed turkey breast. That's bacon wrapped turkey breast stuffed with herbaceous and cranberry stuffing. There's celery and sage and all kinds of spices. And then, of course, there's cranberries in there. And then in addition to that, it's whole turkey breast, not form pressed or processed. And then you've got bacon on the outside. Now, we kicked this off at midnight Eastern time last night. And since that time, we've taken orders for, checking, over 23,000. In this show alone,
Oh my gosh.
over 9,000
Wow.
Jimmy
Thank
Stovall
y'all.
have been ordered. Jimmy Stovall
Wow.
is back with us, the owner of Corky's out of Memphis. And it is extraordinary because this is Thanksgiving dinner
It is.
all wrapped up for you as pretty as you please, and you can put it right in the center of the plate.
That's right. David, we created these because, you know, at Corky's, we do a lot of big things, 5 pounds of this, 6 of this. And I heard from so many of the customers that said, Jimmy, it's just one, it's just me at home, or it's just 2 of us at home, and that's too much. And when I heard that, I wanted to create, you know, the most special meal of the year to me is the holiday meal. I wanted to create that in an individual portion that is, to me, the perfect bite of Thanksgiving dinner with the dressing, cranberry dressing, the turkey breast, and wrap it all up in bacon. This is hand done. All of our great team that hand do these, hand stuff them, hand wrap them. This is truly a work of art, and all you have to do is put it in your oven in a baking dish, 35 to 40 minutes, and they come out. Everything cooks perfectly together, and you have that perfect bite of Thanksgiving dinner right there.
I mean, it's best cooked from thawed. You can cook it from frozen.
You can,
But
yep.
it's probably best from thawed and best for the product to let it defrost slowly in the fridge overnight.
Yep.
And then you're ready to cook it the next day. I can tell you that we can choose either 6 or 12 of these 8-ounce portions. They all come individually wrapped.
Yep, ½ pound each, yep.
And they are raw. You will cook them. Now, do we have anything left in the immediate ship, Sean? Okay, here's our update. If you want immediate, 6 count is gone. If you want the 12 count immediate ship, brought in 3,000 for the day, 600 all I have left.
Wow.
600. 11.4 in the 6 count. Very popular. And 11.4 in the 12 count. Available. Then 12.9 in the 6 count. Also available. And the 12 count in 12.9. Now, auto delivery has been popular, but it is brand spanking new.
It is. We started doing these maybe 4 or 5 years ago. We bring them only usually about once a year for the holidays. And yeah, with the Today's Special Value, the first time these are Today's Special Value, we've never done these on auto delivery because they are so labor intensive. They take a long time to make each one. But for something special like this, we've heard from so many of you that just like me, you know, you kind of crave that holiday meal at different times of the year other than that one single day. And so we worked, Tom and I worked to get where we can do these on our delivery, and we will make them all year so you can have them in your freezer all year long.
Let's talk about who Tom is. Tom Cassidy is joining us as well. And Tom is Jimmy's right-hand man at the restaurant.
Right.
He's also a pit master and a champion barbecuer.
Yes.
This is, did you hear Jimmy Boo? This is, he's on your team now, so you can be.
That's right, that's right.
Yay! All right, now, this is something very special because it's everything rolled into one. I like to call this the AOP alert, the Age of Possibility alert, because a lot of you are cooking for fewer people now.
Right.
Maybe you're empty nesting. Maybe you have downsized, or what I call right sizing.
Yes.
To a house that is more appropriate for your needs because your children have all grown and kind of left the house, right? So you're looking for things that are going to be helping you to simplify the holiday.
Right.
Also make it comforting and also be a time saver. Now, a lot of people are like, can you put a jar of turkey gravy on this? I hope you will, because there's no shame in your game if you do. And if you want to buy the sides from St. Clair, boom.
Done.
And you can even buy yeast rolls at the supermarket already baked. All you have to do is heat them up. And I'll give you a little secret. You put a little melted butter on top.
Ooh.
It's like you baked them yourself.
That's right.
All right, now, Tom Cassidy.
Yes.
This is a very special product because everything is made by hand.
Exactly right.
You recommend best results from thawed.
Yes.
And if we're going to put it in a regular oven, how long and at what temperature?
375, 35 to 40 minutes.
Okay,
That's
and what
about right on
about
time.
an air fryer?
380 for about 20 minutes.
Do I need to turn them at all?
In an air fryer, I would flip it once.
Flip
but in
it
the
about
oven,
halfway
no.
through.
Yep.
About halfway through.
Exactly right.
Now, if you are thinking about making these for your holiday meal, great.
Yes.
If you're thinking about having these on a random Tuesday night,
Even
which is
better.
what I'm probably going to do,
Yes.
also great. If you're looking to have the leftovers the next day for a sandwich, we talked about slicing these up and putting them on a roll.
Yes.
And
Like a
maybe when
slice,
you
just like
heat it up, put a little bit of butter on top.
Just a slice.
I'm just saying,
right
maybe
there on
just a
roll.
little butter. Who am I kidding? A lot of butter.
A lot of butter.
And so we're excited. Jimmy Stovall, you've got an example of how these look.
Yeah, this is
when
how they come. So we take the extra step to individually cryovac these. So they're individually wrapped, so you can just put them in your freezer wherever. You can see hand-done bacon on the outside, the turkey breast, it's not pressed, it's whole, all white meat turkey breast, and then they're hand-stuffed on the inside with that cranberry stuffing. And so let me tell you about that stuffing a little bit on the inside. I call it dressing, so I keep flipping back and forth.
Cut one of those open so we can see what we're actually talking about.
So the dressing, the stuffing, the cranberry stuffing inside.
What's the dressing again?
I know.
It's fine. You can call it dressing.
You can call it either way. But what I love about it is that's probably my favorite part of a Thanksgiving holiday meal because my grandmother made homemade cornbread dressing, and I love the flavors of it, the sage and all the great flavors. And we've put these cranberries in here. What I love about it is adds a little hint of sweetness and a little bit of that tart. So when you take a bite of this, this is truly as if you got on your big old Thanksgiving plate, you took a scoop of turkey, you've got the dressing, you got a little bit of cranberry, the perfect bite of Thanksgiving dinner, and then you wrap that thing up in bacon and took a bite. That's what this is. Individually
It's Thanksgiving
portioned.
on your plate.
It
I mean,
really,
you pair this
really
with some
is.
St. Clair sweet potato Dutch crust casserole, maybe some mac and cheese, maybe some green bean casserole. Yum. Or a salad or coleslaw or roasted potatoes or whatever you've got in the freezer or on hand in the fridge, right?
That's right.
This is why something like this becomes so very important. We are just seconds away from 2:30 East Coast time.
Yep.
So let me remind everyone that you're getting 6 or 12 of these turkey breasts that are wrapped in bacon and stuffed with an herb cranberry stuffing. Now, we kicked these off at midnight last night, and since that time, over 24,000 sets have been ordered. In this show alone, 9,700 have been sold. We're scaring the heck out of 10,000 ordered in this show. Many of you are just getting home from church or lunch, and you're saying, well, what's happening on QVC? Let me turn it on. Well, if you haven't eaten lunch, let me make you hungry. And if you have eaten lunch, let me tell you what you should have had. This is what you should have had, because this is turkey breast, not form pressed or processed. This is not a turkey patty. We are going to take a turkey breast, stuff it full of herb and cranberry stuffing, and then wrap the whole shooting match in bacon.
Yep.
Flash freeze it, and you're going to bake it either in your oven or your air fryer. Now, if you want the 6 count delivered now, it is gone already. The 12 count, however, can still ship immediately, but we have fewer than 500 left.
Oh my gosh.
And when those are gone, gone. Immediate ship is over. We brought in 3,500, all I have left.
Gosh.
Now, the 6 count for November is the most popular option by far. And if you want the 12 count option in November, available. Now, on December the 9th, we can do a 6 count and we can do a 12 count. We can also do auto delivery, but for the very first time ever.
Yep.
These are all handmade. This is not an easy thing. We had to do a lot of back slapping and arm twisted.
That's right.
To get Jimmy and Tom to agree to auto delivery on this.
And David, again, this makes it so simple for you, because I did listen to so many customers that say, you know, Jimmy, your big 5-pound hams or turkeys, that's too much. It's just me at home, or just me and one other person.
Now, to be clear, we are going to do the larger hams and turkeys later this year.
That's right. That's right.
They're coming.
But this is an individual size portion of your entire Thanksgiving meal or Christmas meal. And yeah, dig in there. Yeah. Oh, you got is that a?
I have a
Oh,
spork.
wow. I was like, is that a spoon?
It's kind of like a spoon and a fork. You used to have to go to the Colonel to get these.
And so let me tell you why I love these too. The flavor. So when you cook these at home, that bacon cooks at the same time as the turkey and the same time as the stuffing. So the bacon, the flavorings, the renderings of that bacon sink down into that turkey meat. So it keeps the turkey meat moist and tender and juicy. Because, you know, everybody's had some dry turkey.
I got cranberry.
This is it. Yeah. And then on the inside, then that turkey, that the stuffing with the cranberries all cooks together at once. I'm telling you, they turn out just like this in your oven, uncovered, 35 to 40 minutes.
These are simple, easy, and if you're looking for a great way to do a holiday meal,
Yep.
we've already knocked out a lot of the steps. Now, a couple days before Thanksgiving, I go by my grocery store. Of course, I don't go in there because I know better. I see the cars in the overflow lot because all those people are in line buying all those ingredients to use maybe a smidge.
That's right.
And then what happens to the leftover ingredients? They go bad.
They do.
And then they get tossed out several months later.
Yep.
And then it's a vicious cycle that just repeats itself year after year after year.
Yep.
Someone will go in, they'll buy a whole lot of cornbread for a little bit of dressing. Or they'll buy a whole lot of green beans for a little bit of casserole.
And David, with these, this is why we wanted to do these individual portions, because I know that cooking for 1 or 2 people, it's very hard. It's hard to do a recipe, especially for the holidays, because you make huge things of mac and cheese or huge things of sweet potatoes or whatever. It's a lot, and you can't pare it back, and you have tons and tons of
Because
extra.
you've only been cooking for large numbers of people.
That's right. And so that's why we wanted to do these. I think that's why they've been so popular. Last year when we had these, I think maybe in Christmas in July, most popular item we had all year long. And we've heard from so many people that it makes their life easier and they don't have to miss out. We talked to a lady at midnight, and I love this, and I'm gonna talk about her again, is she orders the 12 count. She has for the last couple of years, and she treats herself once a month to one of these. So she has something to look forward to in her freezer, and they're individually packaged so you can have them throughout the year. That's another reason we wanted to do auto delivery for the first time, is those stories really bring it home to us, and it means so much to us.
Tom, bring it in close. Yep. Because I'm gonna hit you both with a really big number. Ready for a number ordered for the whole day?
Oh my gosh.
Ready?
25,000.
Wow.
25,000. And in this show alone, over 10,000. 2 big numbers.
Wow.
Wow.
Over 10,000. Now, we are last call now in the immediate delivery on the 12 count. The 6 count is already gone. Only 400 12 count remain.
Wow.
And if any of you are thinking about that 12 count, think about this. You're going to eat maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4.
Yeah.
Well, if it's me, at least 2. For your holiday meal. And then you're going to want some leftovers.
That's right.
You're going to want them for a random Thursday night when you come home and you're thinking, what in the world do I cook? Because there is one stoplight between between the grocery store and my house.
Yeah.
And that's when I have to make my decision if I'm going to stop.
Right.
Right there at that stoplight that I'm waiting to make the left turn, right? And so it's one of those things where it's like, do I have anything in the freezer? And then I remember, oh, I have these.
Yep.
I don't need to stop because I have everything I need right there in my freezer. Or I can pop it into the fridge if I remembered that morning to put it out to thaw in the refrigerator.
Yep.
Now, if we have forgotten both those methods, are you a fan of putting it in a bowl of cold water and running some water over
I
top
have
of it?
done that probably way more times than I would care to admit. Tom is much more organized than I am, but yes, I will run it under water until it thaws and it's soft, and I'm like, we're ready to go.
Okay, well, there you go. I find, and Mr. Rosselli and I came up with this trick, that you keep it in cool water, but you keep the cool water running.
That's right. That's right.
And you let it run over top of it. And the temptation is to use warm water. That actually cooks it.
That's right. You don't want to do that.
You don't want to do that. You want to use cool water, and then that'll defrost it very quickly.
Yep.
Now, it is important to know.
David, I just want to show you. See that turkey? That turkey breast with all that moisture and tenderness, that's because it's all wrapped up in a strip of bacon right here. Mm-hmm. And that keeps all that moisture and tenderness in there, because there's nothing worse than dried turkey. And then if you think about, again, the perfect bite of that all white meat turkey breast, that cranberry stuffing, and then that bacon wrapped all the way around it.
Jimmy, would you say this is better than pizza for Thanksgiving?
This is better than, and I love some pizza now.
Well, we have Judy in Utah, and she's got quite a story about pizza.
Okay, let's do it.
In her arsenal. Hi, Judy, how are you?
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
We're
Doing
good.
very well. What is your story about pizza, Miss Judy?
I would always just get myself, depending on the state that I lived in, a fresh or a frozen pizza for Thanksgiving so that I didn't have to mess around for hours. I'm by myself. I have cooked Thanksgiving, but it's just too long for 15 minutes worth of eating.
Yeah.
And so this is my 3rd year for ordering these. That way I get Thanksgiving and not pizza.
Oh my God.
Well, Judy, I'm gonna call what you just said an age of possibility alert, because I think a lot of people
It
are
is.
cooking for 1 or 2 people.
Yeah.
And